Donald Trump getting indicted federally is the best thing that could happen to this country right now, because the world's eyes are now on the corruption of this justice system.
Interesting. So you see this as an opportunity for everyone to see just how bad the justice system has gotten, and for everyone to realize that not only are you a victim of it, but there's going to be many other victims. There are already many other victims, and it's time for a major overhaul of the justice system.
Well, the interesting part about all this is you got all these hundreds of thousands of people out there screaming, oh, that Trump's being done wrong. Trump is innocent. Is anybody going to pardon Trump if he gets convicted? Well, what about the rest of the 2 million people in America that's stuck in this goddamn system? I can promise you, Matt, out of the 160,000 federal inmates, I can promise you at least 20,000 of them are sitting in this shit innocent.
Even political leanings often can get you behind bars when you're innocent. I mean, it's ridiculous.
So, nothing against Trump, because I actually voted for Trump, in 2016, and I ran against the dumb bastard. But the fact is what comes around goes around, okay? And whether Biden gets indicted eventually, or Hunter Biden, or Mike Pence, or anybody, this is the system they built.
This call is from a federal prison.
Now they're getting a taste of their system.
Well, we'll go back to this more in a second, but I want to also ask you, you may have seen this, you may have not seen it. The White House decided to put up a pride flag outflanking 2 U.S. flags, whereas on other holidays, Christmas, Easter, Veterans Day, for example, they either do a very little or they do nothing at all. How do you feel about that? How do you feel that the pride movement has changed in the last 20 years? Do you think it's for the worse?
I think they're setting us back. I think President Biden's setting us back by putting it in everybody's faces. I think the transgender movement today is setting us back because they're putting it in everybody's faces. The White House was nowhere to have a pride celebration. It just wasn't, okay? The White House should be a neutral ground, and it shouldn't be used for Black Lives Matter. I just think that the gay movement in today's world is destroying us having just respect. And I'll stick to my guns till the day I die. As a business owner, I ain't building a transgender or her own bathroom. Bullshit. You're born with a penis, you're gonna piss in the boys' room.
There's a picture that's been going viral of a woke mom who is holding her son in her arms. I have it put up on the screen right now. And in front of this mom and her child is this transgender person who is dancing mostly naked, wearing just a thong, dancing, twerking right in front of this little baby as another child is walking by next to it. And it's one of the most strikingly appalling images I've ever seen. It's being normalized.
And I disagree with every bit of it. Every damn bit of it. It belongs in a bar or on RuPaul Drag Race. It doesn't belong in a library. It doesn't belong at school. It doesn't belong at the White House. It just doesn't belong, man. It's funny that you brought that up, because I just made a comment yesterday. Okay, in prison. Okay, I'm not allowed to watch TV or anything because I'm gay, but it's okay for the straight dudes to be chasing the transgenders in there. Now, what's creepier, me attracted to a man, or me attracted to, or them attracted to a chick with a dick?
The prison system is a strange place.
Yeah, and that shit's okay in here. Okay, so yesterday I'm walking from rec, and this one transgender passes me, and she needs to learn she either needs to be a man, or she needs to learn how to tuck, because she got a bigger bulge than half the men in here. It's just thrown in people's faces so much in today's world that, listen, I listen to WBAP here in Dallas-Fort Worth radio talk news, on 8:20 a.m., and they have pounded on the generation and the gay population so bad for the last 3 years. That's all they talk about, and it makes me, even as a gay person, hate gay people, because that's all you hear. You can't hear news anymore. All you hear is this transgender is doing this, or these drag queens are doing this. It's time to put it back on the back burner, and the news is what's making this wave of LGBTQ people so popular nowadays, if the news would drop it and quit advertising it, I think a lot of it would go away.
I also am curious your thoughts on. So there's been a rumor going around that Michelle Obama is transgender. Now this may be something you don't want to weigh in on, and that's completely fine. But what do you think about that?
I haven't heard that rumor, and I would find that real hard to believe.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem unlikely.
I have a lot of respect for Michelle Obama, even though a lot of people didn't like President Obama and everything else. At least Michelle Obama got out there and done something as the first lady, where Miss Biden doesn't. Even if she is a transgender, more power to her. But at least she kept it in her pants. But I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem it would be a very unlikely thing to be true. I did make a tweet asking if people believe that. It got 5 million views, so it seems like a lot of people do believe that for whatever reason. And I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to make jokes about it,
5 million people that started another rumor. It's no different than 34 million people watching Tiger King and believing that I abused my animal or I belong in prison because I hired somebody to kill Carol. When in fact we have the evidence that not one news reporter in this country will report of the hitman admitting under oath and signing an affidavit that he lied. Nobody cares about the truth in this country, Matt.
I just hate the idea in general that you were set up like that. It's not like you on your own accord did this and then were quote unquote caught. That's not even close to what happened. It's not the setup itself was faulty. The idea that you even did it, even being set up, has many question marks, and I don't believe it. So it's like
for health certificates, my vet screwed up. I didn't even touch the health certificates, but I'm the one doing time for them. How is that even possible in America?
It reminds me, even though this is a much less serious example, of those bait trucks they put out in places, and then it's just like you're setting someone up for failure. So the fact there's 2 layers and you're still behind bars without even a chance, it's just, I think it's silly. I don't think it's fair. And Trump is an example. You're another example of the justice system being broken.
Right. And I get emails now every day from my team asking me to respond to different questions and stuff. If I was elected president, would I pardon Trump on my first day? Hell no. I want him to spend 30 days in solitary confinement, just like I spent 2.5 years, and get a taste of this shit. So when he does get a pardon, he can help fix this. Because what's going on here is criminal.
You tweeted as well that if they convict you, Donald Trump, maybe they'll send you to Grady County Federal in Oklahoma, where you can experience being put in solitary, being put on a chair in the shower, and some of those other bad things. Have you experienced a lot of bad things so far in prison? Has your experience gotten better now that you are in a different facility? How are you faring in prison right now?
The mind games are still the same. My emails take 2 days to get in and out because they've got me on some kind of terrorist watch list because of Tiger King. Fuck, man. My security level is low. My what I'm doing prison time for is nonviolent. I've done nothing wrong, and everything is about fucking with your head. Ted Kaczynski. Take Ted Kaczynski for example. What did he put in 40+ years, and then finally killed himself because this is a fucking mind game, dude.
Unabomber.
That's Ted Kaczynski.
Yeah.
Yeah. I spent 4 months. I spent Christmas before last next to Ted Kaczynski in solitary confinement in Butler for no reason. Because my lawyer had 3 pieces of paper brought around to me during a lawyer visit, and because they forgot to give it back to him when they canceled the lawyer visit, so I got in trouble for circumventing the mail and slapped in solitary confinement for 4 months, so that way I couldn't help fight during my resentencing. And everybody just left me there.
What do you think your chances are of getting free?
Honest to God, Matt, at this point right now, I have all intentions on, I'm not going to make it home alive. Now I have to have mammograms because I've got lumps growing in my chest. I have to have a bladder biopsy for bladder cancer. The medical care and the food, you can't even eat healthy if you wanted to in here, okay? So, so the chances of me making it 12 more years, if the laws don't change, or President Biden doesn't wake his ass up and pardon me, I have seen so many people die in here. It's sad.
It really is. I mean, unfortunately, I think you're right. It does seem like that's the most likely option. I would hope there would be a higher percent chance you would get free.
You know what it's going to take? It's going to take tens of thousands and millions of people, okay, now that it's happened to Trump, to get on my website, joeexotic2024.com. I don't care if you vote for me or whatever, but get a bumper sticker, get a T-shirt, help me have a voice, because now that Trump's in this mess, dude, we got to stand up and change this. The Pfizer court just admitted that they have over 200,000 warrants that were lied on by the FBI. Why is this legal?
It's proof the justice system is not just broken, it's broken in a way that even the most powerful... Well, look at that. It just ended the phone call. Even the most powerful among us can still fall victim to it. Hopefully we'll be able to have John at another point in time. I did hear word that he may not be able to for a while. I'm not sure what exactly the reason for that is, but that's why we went ahead and had him on now. I'm going to post this on Twitter. If you want to retweet it, like it, do whatever you want to do. If you find this message to be one you'd like to see get out there. If not, then there we go. You're at the end of it. So you don't have to watch anymore. You're good to go. I'm Matt Wallace. This is Twitter, and I'll see you in the next video.